Welcome in, y'all. Season 2. We're excited. A whole nother season of football for us. Uh, I'm glad to be here. Hopefully, a lot of you start trickling in here. Um, what a great opener today for the Georgia Bulldogs. I don't think we were overranked at this point. There's a lot to get into today. I'm a little rusty, so we're gonna try to get back into the swing and into the rhythm of the show. But things to expect. We're gonna uh, obviously talk about Georgia's game today, and then hopefully later on we'll bring in a uh, couple other friends of the show that have other teams that they are fans of. So we'll hear their perspectives and get a good grasp around the SEC and college football as a whole. Uh, so yeah, I guess let's kick it in. I do have my good friend Jeremy, the secret hillbilly, is here. Go ahead and slide your chair on in here. We'll do this.
There we go.
When some of y'all get in here, let us know if you can hear Jeremy well enough, because I only got the one mic here. So, but yeah, today we had a good noon kickoff. I mean, love or hate that it was an early kick. That's what we got. And I stated the other night, I was on a Row 60s podcast.
Yeah.
I did the call in. And to me, I've just been so starved of football that I don't care what time it was. I'm just glad to have it back. So good way to start the day off. And I mean, it was a little bit of a slow start, right?
Yeah, it was definitely a slow start from the beginning, and then it picked up after the second half.
Yeah. I think initial response to it is I definitely I think defense played a phenomenal game. Defense did a fantastic job. Offense was slow, and I had said a couple times to Jeremy when we were sitting here watching it that it felt like we were trying to feel each other out, like in a bigger matchup. Which again, I'm glad that today's matchup was a elevated game, right? It wasn't just a cupcake to start the season, which I mean, you only have so much control, and I'm sure Kirby doesn't want to start with cupcakes, but either way, we started with a good one, a team that has a lot of good talent, um, but not enough, not enough. We made it look easy in the second half. I think finally we started opening up. We made them respect the pass that opened up the run to the outside. We stopped going up the damn middle. I don't know about y'all, but for me, the run up the middle for 1 to 2 yards over and over again is like smacking your head on the desk at school. Like, it just drives me nuts. Like, it just doesn't work that. Oh, hell yeah. Matt Wayne, you're here. Yes, sir. Football season's finally here. Hopefully we'll have you on, get a little Tennessee perspective. I do need to send the link, actually. I did not do that. But yeah, we've got god damn it. I am distracting the hell out of myself. I'll do that in a minute. Either way, yeah. So defense was doing a fantastic job the entire game. We made the adjustments at halftime. Nate Frazier really stuck out to me. The running back, Nate Frazier. Man, again, after the adjustments, we finally stopped trying to go up the middle. We made them respect the pass, and the game just went from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying this earlier too. I was hoping Branson would have a better showing than he did. But I think it kind of mirrors and resembles Nick Chubb's return from injury. Like there's a little bit of subconscious hesitation. And I mean the size of the dude's legs, like he's got the power, he's got the build, but he's I think he needs the confidence back, right? But I'm sure we got a whole good season ahead of us, so we should see more flashes from him. Uh Jeremy, what stuck out to you like defensively?
I will say the whole first half is what was still like sticking out the entire game for me
Mm,
for how it all slowly started out.
yeah.
That was my main like focus throughout of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. The first half just absolutely just holding them steady, only allowing one field goal for the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
But especially in that first half when it just felt like we just wanted to keep punting. Um
Everything just felt slow starting off today in general.
it offensively.
Yes.
For sure. For sure. I think so. Like I said, I think the play calls were very conservative and very measured. They were trying to feel each other out on both sides, and we they figured something out, and they came up with a good plan after halftime, and just absolutely let them have it. So, let's see. I would say for me defensively, that really stuck out. Of course, you got Malachi Starks, the greatest safety in all of college football. His interception, which very closely mirrored his interception against Oregon in the opener 2 years ago. Almost just like it. Just how does somebody's body even move like that? That was fucking awesome.
A little twist and bend there.
Absolutely crazy. Looked like a damn snake in the air. Just somehow he came down with it, and that was the only takeaway of the game.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was. I will say I'm happy with Georgia's ball security and handling like that. I think we maybe only had like one that was like, don't do that.
Oh yes.
But overall, I think a good clean game, not too many penalties, a couple of like little procedural things. Hell, even Clemson played a pretty clean game. That was
yeah.
They were pretty clean. Let's see what else. Let me pull up a couple of stats so we can just take a gander at those. Oh, not that one. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I didn't bring it up, but anybody who didn't really watch, we ended up getting a win, 34-3, and like we were saying, I think a damn good start to the season. Not to sound too much like a homer or to have my red and black glasses on, but this could be the year, and I'm starting to call for a shocker, Pete, and I'll explain it to you. So we got one, we got two. We'll skip a year because we missed out last year, and then we'll get this year. So we'll get the shocker, Pete. Right? We're gonna get that going around. fucking Big Rob's here, making noise again. Thanks for being here, man. But yeah, well, I think this is a good start for it. Our season is and schedule is manageable. It's not the easiest schedule, but it ain't Florida's either. Florida's screwed, and we'll get to that game, even though that was a good midday nap time for me. And Jeremy, we both passed out during that one. But yeah, there you go, Rob. There you go, Rob. Shocker, Pete. Let's go. I wish we had a shocker emoji. I might have to might have to make those make one of those one of these days. But yeah, I think a good start to the season with high aspirations, of course. I think we all want a another national championship, and I don't think it's outside of the possibility. Um, Again, we have some tough games, but I think this team, this talent that we have, the way we played today, uh, the coaching of today, especially like we were saying, the offense of the second half really getting going. I think I think we have a good chance. I think we have a really good chance at it. But let me go ahead and send out some um, some links here. And we're not going to read that out. But yeah, Jeremy.
Yes.
Offensively, once we did finally get going, what is your thoughts while I do this?
It seems like they finally found that rhythm second half and everything, which is great. Like I said, third quarter they allowed that field goal for Clemson, but that's the only thing that happened. And that they got their interception the second half. They got scored 2 more touchdowns? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, third quarter 2 touchdowns, fourth quarter 2 as well.
So that really showed their how the offense really stepped up right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with you. That I'm very impressed with the adjustments. I think that's the biggest thing to take away from today's game is that we were able to make those good in-game adjustments and be able to come out and obtain the points that we kind of left on the field. There was we got down to the red zone one time in the first half, which isn't the best thing. I would like to get down there every drive, of course, but not being able to complete that drive is tough. But again, we'll refer back to the adjustments. We actually got some things going and really just laid it on them. So I'm proud of this team. I think we have a lot of talent, a lot of names that we're going to have to learn, a lot of names that are popping up now. But yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm excited to see where some of these freshmen, sophomores are going to end up being down the line.
You mean for the team or
for
NFL?
The team and then going on after.
Yeah, I mean, we do produce NFL talent for sure. Let's see. Beck ended up throwing. He was just shy of 300. He ended up 278 yards. That's pretty good. Completion, what, 66%?
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Of course, there's a couple of throws that he'd like back. I think there's a couple of throws that he would like back, but yeah. Man, I don't really have too much more to say. I think we covered the majority of it. Of course, other people we bring on later might have more to say about the Georgia game if they watched it, but I think overall, great start to the season. We learned a good bit of things, but we have some learning to do as far as like names. Keep an eye on Nate Frazier. I kind of picked him as the breakout player for today, and once we made Clemson respect the pass, Nate Frazier definitely stepped it up and kind of took the lid off of that defense and really got it going. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for that. So now we are going to go around the rest of the country, and at least for now, at least around the SEC, and we will take a look at some of the other games around. So here we go.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Here, look at this. Oh, look at this. Would you look at this? Oh, would you look at this?
Oh, would you just look at this?
Just look at it, guys. What's up? We got King's Advisors here. We got Matt Tween. Y'all might remember him from last year. Good friends. Good friends. Welcome, guys. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
I've had better days.
Yeah. So I guess rock, paper, scissors there. Who wants to talk about their team first?
You go ahead, Matt.
Not much to say for the Vols. I think we have we had a cupcake team coming out like we usually do, and took care of business. I think we were up like 45-0 first half, and
Oh yeah, you played Chattanooga. That's right. That's right.
It's just a glorified scrimmage more than anything,
Yeah, for sure. But it's a good. As much as I don't like cupcake games. It's good to knock the rust off, knock the nerves away. Kind of just get in there,
Yeah, most of us have a couple. A couple. No, I'm serious. Was that team y'all played today? What was that team y'all played today?
That's not what I'm laughing at. That's not what I'm laughing at.
He must have found something else. the timing of his laugh.
Hang on. Jim, did you see that?
No. What was I looking for?
Oh, you fucking asshole.
If somebody
Did we miss something?
I missed something.
Matt, you missed something. Jim, I'm surprised you didn't see it. But Davio's in the back if you want to bring him in.
Oh, I'm bringing him.
You're such an asshole.
Dude, that was left over from another stream. I know exactly what you're talking about, Caleb. You're probably laughing your ass off.
The second he hopped in, because I could see everyone on the bottom. The second he hopped in, he had the new pride flag as the background.
I didn't catch
That's what I
that.
was laughing at.
Yeah.
Jim, I was in Melvin's chat and I was fucking with people and putting the pride thing. Look, I'll have to say, Jim, I think you did more than sold me on. Man, today was a fucking blast. I went and tailgated, watched the game. Okay, I didn't finish it, but man,
that's probably good as a Texas A&M fan.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I am at
Oh.
the last time I checked, it was 23-16, I think. I could be wrong on that.
It's
13.
Notre Dame just won 23-13.
Look. As a newcomer, I had a fucking blast jumping into college football this year. I thought it was fucking fun.
Tailgates is half the fun right there.
Oh
man, I went and tailgated. One of the companies that we work with, they put up a tent, like not just like a come show up like small tent, like they actually buy into the what's it called?
Culture fun.
Yeah. Well, with A&M, like you buy a certain amount of space, so
they have a bunch of parking spots out there.
Yeah, it's not parking spots. Like we're actually on the park, like in the so it's like they put up like a big, like, I don't know, 20 by 20 foot space, like, and then there's a bunch of different areas where you're looking at, like, you get tags like 20A, 20E, that type of thing. But it was fucking great, man. Like, showed up today, like big tailgate. They had tacos, beer, fucking
big
liquor.
Game too.
Yeah, it was fucking fun, man.
Premier game of the week, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And
so for people who don't know, and a lot of you might recognize Daimyo on this channel, but He was not with us last year. Last year, he actually lived in California.
Yeah.
And he came to his damn senses and he left. And like many Californians have done, they've gone to Texas.
Yes.
And
Just like-
Dino decided to land in College Station. So now he has to be an Aggie.
Well,
So
Stay tuned, and we'll give you his address too.
that's right. Yeah.
stop,
Well,
stop.
I'll drop that here in a little bit. Check
Yeah,
it out on Discord.
You'll drop it in chat.
Yeah. I'll drop the Discord. Come find it over there. But no. So now he has to be an Aggie by default, and this is your first
So
college football experience.
So Jim, I was talking to my brothers and stuff. They both went to U of O, so they're
Okay.
on. I don't know the actual name of the in terms of college football. Like, what is that? We're in SEC. What are they in?
Pac-12, right?
Pac-12.
U of O.
No longer.
Oregon.
Yeah, give me more.
Defunct.
What school?
U of O.
Oregon.
U of O. Caleb got it
Oregon.
right. Yeah, U of O.
The Ducks.
Oregon.
Oh God,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
The Ducks.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
they're
high?
Big
What's
Ten
going on,
now.
man?
Well, U of O, I just
Well,
I've never heard of them referred to as that.
Yeah, so they're huge Ducks fans. I was starting to talk to my brothers,
Big
and
Ten.
then I was texting one of my brothers and just saying hey, we were talking about college football and not, and then another one of my brothers texted me and started being like, "Hey, I heard you're a college football fan now," and it's funny watching the kind of domino effect, right? Because all of a sudden he's they're both texting me hey, how did your day go, that type of shit. They're fully in it. What the same brother I'm talking about right now is I'd love to fly out and go to an SEC game, because he said that he doesn't really follow it, but he'd love to kind of see what that culture is like. And but I will say
he ain't ready.
both of them said SEC is it's cult level.
We're crazy. We're crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely,
And
we're insane.
both of them
you've
kind
heard
of not.
You've heard the story of Shane Gillis going to the Tennessee Carolina game, haven't you?
Yeah, when he
I
was hammered on the
probably
field.
have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Hammered.
Where he steps over as a
He
retard.
steps
What's
over
he
into
doing
the
out there?
handicap spot.
Is he
Dude.
from South Carolina?
No.
No,
He
Pennsylvania.
What's he doing there?
He loves Notre Dame. He loves Notre Dame.
Oh, that's right. He's a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so I don't remember why. So that was the same game that you remember 2 years ago. There was this internet guy that was like, you know what? I'm really fucking sick of whoever his team was. It was FAU. It's this tiny school. I want to join a big fan base. And he started saying, who's got the best? Who has the best
Atmosphere.
atmosphere? Yeah, tailgating, all that stuff. And so Carolina got onto the list, top 5 or 6, something like that. And so he was like, well, you know what? Here are the games I'm going to this year. And he picked Tennessee, South Carolina in week, wherever that was, 11.
Well,
Yeah.
And went. And it was this place is fucking insane.
Oh, it's
Shit.
not.
Jim, talking a few days ago, yeah, you heard what I was saying. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get into it, all that other stuff. Today, I was texting you all day. I was like,
you're
shit, I'm
blowing
about
my
to
phone up.
yeah, I was
Blowing
like,
my
I'm
phone
about
up.
to hit. About to hit the tailgate. I got brought out there, and it wasn't a small tailgate. They had 50 to 100 people there. It was big, and
Oh, yeah.
man, after that, I was drinking all day with them, and they had a flat screen too out there. And then I came home, watched the game. I caught about 3/4 of it, and and I was also blowing you up during the game, and it's just it's funny. You had the same reaction as my brothers. They're like, "Oh shit, you're actually watching now," And
Hell
I
yeah.
really was. I was I was. I started looking up the quarterback. Connor Wigman, however you say it. And I'm starting to actually kind of understand. Okay, this is the first game. I'm already looking people up. I'm excited, man, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be a diehard Aggie fan, but Aggie, I think starting to start in college football with A&M. I think this is a good team to actually move forward with like learning about college football, because it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot more, it's a lot more bigger than the teams that you guys follow, right? Like you want to learn about all the teams so that you know who you're playing.
That kind of just happens by default, to be honest.
Right.
You just end up watching the games, and then you're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. And then your knowledge base just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Well, it's funny because
So it
Jim,
resets every other year.
when we were texting, you hit me up and you were like, oh, you're already caught. Like you're already in.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're hooked. Oh yeah.
Well, I am though.
It'll get you.
Because my brothers, they're in a different conference, right? Like being on the West Coast, but they're like, oh, okay, like you're an Aggie. Like they're already almost talking to me like I'm an Aggie, and I'm like, I understand, but like, they and given from what I understand, Oregon, like they're a nasty team. Like they
are preseason ranked number 3, but they only won by a touchdown against Idaho, and Idaho, like, I've never heard of their football program before. So,
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
It's bad. It's not that bad.
What conference are they in? I mean,
well, let's talk 5 years. Oregon, from my understanding, they've been pretty damn good in the past 5 years.
Yeah, but
right?
that's kind of like the
like
same
the
issue
last 12
Notre Dame
years,
and A&M have is that preseason everyone's talking about them. Oh, they're great. We can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
A lot of hype.
And then week 8, they're 3-5 or 5-3.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not preseason. I'm talking season, like actual collegiate play, like right, like not preseason.
Oregon's been up there.
Oregon's good for West Coast, right? Like they're good, right?
Matt Twain, did you jump in the pool or something?
Yeah, did you swallow your mic?
I'm sorry, guys. Is any better?
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
Okay.
Well,
got a
but
headset on. Sorry.
Matt Twain, like, am I wrong on that? Like Oregon, like they're a good team, right? Like in the past, like
Oregon's a perennial top 10, top 15, or top 20 team every year. I mean,
here's the only problem with Oregon. Oregon will play 12 games this season.
Shit.
And currently, 10 of those games are against unranked opponents.
Schedule soft.
Yeah.
Well, they the Big 12?
Big 10.
Big 10 now.
Big 10, which is now probably the Big 18.
Yeah, 18.
Because they absorbed the Pac-12.
I think the Big 12 has 16 or some shit like that.
Also, yeah, they just
no. What they did was they just took everyone that was available. So it's UCF. I don't remember who the originals were, but UCF, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, BYU, Cincinnati, TCU, Colorado, Iowa State, Arizona State.
So Caleb, I got offered for this weekend to get tickets. They were $200 a pop. I heard UT, University of Texas, is like they're gonna be even more. So like we're looking like
UT doesn't play.
He clarified.
Yeah,
Get off your horse.
No.
Get off your horse.
No, University
There's only one
of Texas.
UT.
There's only one UT, exactly.
Okay, so I'm lost. Stop
You'll pick up on
guys. Stop fucking with me, guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
You can't let it do that. I don't let people call UNC Carolina.
All right,
He's
good night.
He's a noob. I'm not going to be hard on him.
Guys. I'm off. Never mind.
He's a noob.
You're fake news.
Look, dude, it's fun. I'm gonna be honest, because Jim, you were telling me like I feel like you were like not actually giving me the full extent of how it is with college football, especially in this town, bro. I'm telling you right now, the streets shut down. Like I was like, bro, like around 10 a.m.
You were in the college town.
No one was
literally called College Station.
No one, no one was on the streets. Like I didn't see like really any car. Ubers to get to the field were like $50 just to get to the field.
Damn,
dude. And I live.
What's so funny about this
I live
he's
less
talking
than
about A&M like it doesn't happen. This is everywhere.
Bro.
Everywhere.
No,
It's
Yeah,
insane.
but dude,
let
A&M
him
is different.
soak it up. Let him sap
A-
it up.
A&M.
Okay.
Wait. Am I wrong on
A&M's
this? A&M.
No. A&M's a incredible atmosphere and a
But no.
very passionate fan base.
What I meant by A&M is different is that A&M is a cult. Like more like even in the realm that we're talking about right now. Like they're like, dude.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it's not like South Carolina. It's not like Columbia, South Carolina doesn't also shut down on game day. That
No,
we're
I
also
understand.
not out there
I guess
9 hours before game time.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm not used to this, but like the whole town shut down. All the cops were at the field. Like
it's the perfect time.
I didn't see anyone. Like the Ubers were expensive.
Hang on.
And
After Caleb said that, I have to do this.
The opinions discussed here today do not accurately depict the true thoughts and beliefs of Star Wars Talk or the invited guests. The statements spoken do not constitute any jurisdictional relationship between the viewer and Star Wars Talk. All opinions are spoken under the protection of the First Amendment and protected by constitutional law and Supreme Court precedents. By viewing said content, you agree to hold Star Wars Talk and all guests innocent of any lawsuits and indemnify them from any suits or damages that may arise from any content. You also agree to acknowledge that any lawsuit you do bring shall be under the rules and laws of the Republic of Djibouti. Primary jurisdiction shall fall under the Commonwealth of Botswana. All rights reserved.
so funny.
Beautiful.
I love the fucking randomness of Botswana.
But
That's-
Jim, were
you did
you
good.
expecting me to message you the amount I was during that game? Because like
Yes.
oh
Yeah.
oh you were.
Did
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Like,
I knew if you were gonna turn into college football and go tailgating, I knew the hook was gonna sink. Somebody put a nice worm on that hook for you, and you took
and
a
also
big old bite.
you knew if I didn't that I actually wasn't tuning into it. But today, man, after like tailgating and then coming back to watching the game,
Mhm.
like I immediately was like, for some reason I felt like I felt like I needed to root for A&M, and so like I put that game on. I was like, let's fuck, dude. Okay, Connor Weigman. We were talking about
Weigman.
that over
Yep.
text. Yeah, like, man, I like so. Okay, so he's a draft pick because I started looking into this. He was a
Game
draft
breaking.
pick. He was a draft pick,
projected
draft pick, but he's throwing multiple picks. That's where
that happens. That happens.
Okay, because this might be where I don't really understand, so I'm not going to take a strong stance on it. But look, I know enough about football and about sports. Like, that's a serious thing. People, not only people, the people that are wanting to pick him up, they're looking at that, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. Like, all right, so you got this guy that's supposedly top draft pick, and then he's starting to throw picks like that.
Yeah, not a great first
not a good
showing
look
for him. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nope. I'm gonna correct myself. I was wrong. Yeah. Only 100 yards.
12 for 30 too.
Yeah, 12 for 30.
Well, Caleb, did you watch the game?
Huh?
No, I didn't watch y'all's.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I'm just looking at the stats.
It's
Kinda
not
like
great,
normal.
right? Right, Jim?
No, it wasn't fantastic. But I've
seen a lot worse.
There's
performances
growing
go
that he
on.
can do. He seems to have some weapons around him. Y'all's running was actually pretty decent, but
I would say the defense. The defense is what actually was the star of the show.
100%.
Right?
100% defense was y'all's star. Really, Notre Dame's defense was pretty fucking good too. Let's not just glaze over that. Oh shit, DGD. Are you able to come on? I can drop you a link, buddy. Let me know. But lost Matt.
And there goes Matt.
But
yeah,
so
fantastic defense on both sides there.
I don't know the whole like coaches and multiple I don't know the outside things, but I will say like I think I understood the game as it was happening, and man, like I felt like they were strong period or quarter 1 and 2, and then right around end of 2 and starting of 3 and 4, like they just started collapsing the team.
you can only be, well, unless you're the 2021 Georgia defense, and it kind of looks like this year, you can only be so strong, like for so long, right? Eventually, something is going to slip through.
Well,
And there, towards the very end, there, I don't know if y'all got tired, or Notre Dame just got motivated because, dude, before they finally got that fucking touchdown,
well,
y'all's
dude.
atmosphere, that stadium was so damn loud and so crazy.
Dude,
Like,
even at quarter two, like they were fucking up. The team was fucking up. Like there were picks. They were the defensive line was doing great, but every time they had the ball, like I felt like it was just it wasn't like they didn't do anything with it, right? Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, not until the very end there. But it was almost a little, I would say too little too late, but that touchdown at the end brought it to a tie, and then Notre Dame apparently got another field goal at the very end too. I missed that.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, a shit ton of fucking points.
I'll tell you, it's surprising on this. I mean, you just tell how close this game was. Look at for me at least, it's surprising to see the team with more penalties and more penalty yards win that game.
The equalizer to that was the interceptions. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that, I was going to point that out too, that the amount of damage that they did to themselves, Notre Dame did to themselves penalty wise, was pretty bad. But to be fair, A&M's penalties were costly too. Yeah. But all in all, a fun game to end the night on. I enjoyed watching that game.
The day. Okay. They're talking about the stream. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? I haven't even talked about my game.
Oh yeah. Bye. No. no. I'm talking I'm talking
day of football.
The night of watching, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Damien, you get fucked up at the tailgate?
No, I didn't really get fucked up there, but I took like about four shots of bourbon before I showed up. Drank about 10 beers and then got back to my house.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
sounds like you're not a rookie at it. You pre-gamed. You got in there.
Yeah.
You did what you're supposed to do.
Listen. It was fucking great. Like they told me, or not they told me, my buddy, he told me originally, like, hey, I'm gonna go to the tailgate at this time with my family. He was like, my wife got sick, she's not gonna go. So like around 2 p.m. he was like, hey, change of plans, I actually am going. So I was like, oh fuck. I like jumped in the shower, like got ready, and then took like the 3 or 4 shots, met at the office, and then we went out to the tailgate. Man, I wasn't expecting any of this. Like we saw the
games going out there too.
We saw the flyover. Like I was fucking it was fucking.
Well, y'all had college game day there too. There was a whole spectacle there today.
Man, you saw the video, right, Jim? Of like, dude, it was fucking great. Like, I wasn't expecting any of this.
Somebody during the college game day thing actually got done Pat McAfee's field goal thing. They actually won the money.
It's $100,000, right?
Something like that.
It was 60 or something like that. But yeah, he nailed that field goal.
All right.
Yeah. First,
bro, it's just
first try.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like both my brothers are hitting me up talking about college football. And they're like, "Oh, you're a fan now," and it reminded me of Jim because like you've been trying to get me into this for the past 2 weeks. So I'm like, I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, oh shit, like college football is way bigger than I actually thought it was. And honestly, I like after watching this game, like even though I just arrived here in College Station, I'm rooting for them. I'm like, let's go, fucking Aggies. But like, I'm not, I'm not going to the midnight yell or anything like that. But
I want you to though, because I
I've
want to
heard-
hear your perspective on it.
I think I'll go. I think I'll go this
I
season.
think you need to infiltrate one of them.
Yeah.
Although you're now one of their fans, so
but
you'll
dude,
fit right in.
I
Just
fucking
join the cult, man. Join them.
dude.
Just join them.
Dude,
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It's just it's fun watching the fucking game, man. Like tonight, I was fucking like every bro. You already know. I was texting you during certain plays. Like what
Y'all
which
didn't
ones
even
I was-
win. You're still excited.
I know.
That'll change.
awesome.
That will change.
Well, yeah.
Bro, there were some
His
plays.
expectations aren't high yet.
Hey,
That
hey.
will change.
Jim, when I was texting you about the down, right? You remember that the fourth down versus the dude. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening right here?
Can I just say, Damio, I'm a little offended you didn't talk to me about it at all.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm
Damn.
Fuck you.
wow. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's got control. I'm sorry.
Wow. So you're gonna give me control or what?
Well, I'd have to pay more to be able to do that. Yeah.
Hey, look. What was I telling you 2 weeks ago, Jim? That I'm not into football. I'm not gonna do this. All of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, I like football,
Yeah.
dude. I do. Like, look,
Well,
I love
Hey.
it, man.
I want to hear Caleb's misery right quick. Let's get into
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna take a
let's
piss.
let's
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
talk
cocks.
about this game.
Let's talk some cocks with Caleb.
I am. This is so weird because South Carolina is 1-0, Clemson is 0-1, and I'm not very happy right now.
You're not riding a high, huh?
Still-
I should be pumped, but you're a fucking 21-point underdog. I'm sorry, 21-point favorite. Sorry, I'm so used to this.
Wow, you were favored that much?
Yeah, we were a 21-point favorite,
Oh
and we
shit.
won by 4.
Mm.
And honestly, I wouldn't have been upset if it was clear that one side of the ball was there. Like if it was a 6-3 win or a 48-3 win, I would be much happier. But the fact you can dip on screen, you know that, right?
Yeah, I don't want to put it in because it's ugly.
Ah, okay. You're afraid we'll all clip it and use it on you? Got it.
If you would have just seen what just transpired, I mean, it's all over the fucking place. So
The fact that this should have been the game that we got to see Lenore Sellers for the full 60 minutes. We got to see him play and do everything that we've been told he can do. And all we did was get to see him throw the ball 23 times. He completed 10 passes. Our wide receivers couldn't catch shit. I can't tell you how many times I've watched him nail them in the fucking numbers. It is,
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck Logan Dowles or whatever his dumbass name is doing over there, but someone's not teaching wide receivers how to fucking catch.
Oh no.
And that pisses me off. Another
Oh,
thing
no.
is Sellers doesn't need to run every fucking play. I think actually, you know what? Let's look at the stats. Team stats here. Fuck, just
Are you
not
saying your wide receivers probably didn't even get COVID because they can't catch anything?
okay, I don't think it's that bad.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, man. Total yards, 305 to 288. They beat us in the passing yards by 53 yards. Did I get that math right?
So you're upset about offense. Where the
Yeah.
fuck was your defense?
So let's see.
Just looking at
Yeah,
the
so
score numbers. That's
two
my
plays. Yeah, so there are 2 ODU plays that are, I think, about 140 of that 305 yards. They had, and there's like second play. Yeah, second play of the game for them. They had like a 80-yard bomb that just the guy just beat out our
just got behind him.
Yeah, he just got behind him. And then they had like I think 60-yard run down to like the 3. But beyond that, I'm a little okay with the defense. Let's look at. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not 9 for 18 at third down efficiency. That wasn't great.
Yeah,
but the thing
penalties
that
aren't terrible though. That's not bad.
Yeah. So this is my issue though.
One fumble.
One of the it was a weird fumble too. He got up in the air like trying to jump a guy and got hit like right in the abdomen. So I kind of get it, but still, it's one of those things you know. I think it was Rocket Sanders. So this is like what his third, because he's coming from Tech, isn't he?
Third transfer.
Rocket Sanders.
The name sounds familiar. I
Raheem
can't.
Sanders.
Raheem. Yeah, he came from Arkansas. I thought he was.
Oh yeah. He was the guy that Loggins brought over.
Yep.
Damn it. Hang on. Why isn't this going black again? I can't. I don't know why Google doesn't want to.
Unfortunately, I think at the end of the day, just your team as a whole, you got the win, but
yeah,
I guess
you guys just suck.
I guess we
won our game,
Antonio,
asshole.
Right?
What do you think, Antonio?
No good.
Yeah. Well, he's right. You know, you cannot win a game or have a good game when your quarterback has those numbers. I love the 0 interceptions. I love that. I was very happy to see that. Also because ODU does have a couple of pretty good guys in that backfield.
How do you run the ball?
46, 40, 50, 53 times.
What?
And we ran the ball 53 times.
What?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's too much.
Yeah, it is. It is. And
that's high school Friday night. High school.
That's what annoys me. That's what
middle
annoys me
school
so
ball. You're starting to throw the ball in high school.
Because fucking Loggins doesn't do that. So there is a chance, because we all know that head coaches do this. There is a chance that Beamer and Loggins did not want to show everyone everything.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All 3 of all our head coaches have a history of doing that. So it wouldn't shock me, but I would have liked to see a little bit more in the playbook. I don't really care that much about East to West. I'd like to see North to South a little bit more.
For sure.
Overall, though, I'm pretty excited about Raheem Sanders. He's going to be something pretty good. He's
I was
going to be a great weapon.
Do you see some flashes? Do you see some people that are
may
stand out? How's your quarterback?
So Sellers, my only real issue with Sellers was there were 5 passes. I think 5 is about the right number that I watched that I was like, you should have made that pass. They were either overthrown or underthrown. Mm-hmm. First game starting, I can understand jitters, things like that. If I don't see that stuff get corrected over the course of the next 2 games, this is going to be a long season.
For sure.
We've got Kentucky next week, and that team's not beating Kentucky. They're going to need to take some long strides over this week. The thing that bugs me is, we have a history of Sundays after we win, we take the day off. And if we don't win, we practice. Well, I want them at practice tomorrow because Loggins needs to put some hurt on those guys. But Clayton White, not totally happy, but he does seem to have learned how to script some defenses. I saw quite a couple guys respond. I saw corners get a lot better throughout the game. I don't think there was another big play given up. Like I said, about 40% of those total offensive yards from them were on 2 plays. So, that shit's going to happen. I'm sure we've all been in a stadium where once the other team scores, we go, okay, well, they scored. They were going to score. So let's get at it. So you're going to give up even on when you're beating a team, 60-3. Eventually, they're going to get that big play.
Right.
So I just hope we don't fuck anymore up. But I was not. I should be a lot more happy than I am right now, and I'm not happy.
Hey, I mean, a win is a win. Hopefully, they saw some things and can make the adjustments that they need to for your upcoming games. And silver lining, you don't have Georgia on the schedule. So
silver lining, I mean, shit, man, I'd rather have Georgia on the schedule than half the other teams we got on the schedule.
Why? What?
I would so much rather have trade 3 or 4 of these guys for one weekend dealing with Georgia.
Yeah. Well, shit.
I would.
I think I want to pivot to Matt and Tennessee's little brother and their incredible fucking upset today.
Yeah, how about that?
How about
Vanderbilt out there impressing everybody?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Beat Virginia Tech in overtime.
There you go. Missed the fucking game-winning kick, but they sealed the game in overtime.
Well, they about gave it away. They started off the first half up pretty good. I was impressed.
Yeah.
And then I heard, Virginia Tech finally woke up, came back, but good for the Doors.
Man. Yeah.
Vanderbilt does this every year, though. They're always like 2-0, 3-0 starting off the season, and then it's just straight to the basement.
Like Liberty or some shit,
Yeah, so it's good for their ego,
Yeah.
Well, I've got a whole bunch of football friends in different states and shit, and someone messaged one of our groups and was like, man, Vandy might actually be really good this year. So I sent a picture of the
nobody has said that in 100 years, literally.
Yeah.
100 years. I'm serious. In the 20s, Vanderbilt was a
Can we call Guinness and get that on record? Because that has never been said before.
So I sent him the picture of what was it, the linebacker or wide receiver for them like 6 years ago when they were I think 6-0, and then Alabama came knocking, and they were like, "You're next, Bama."
We want Bama.
Settle down. It's like UCF. Years ago. Wow. Like, I think Clark Lee is fighting a losing battle, obviously, right? Like, what really can you do as the Vandy head coach? I mean, he's pumping as much juice as he can into the program, but
Vandy shoehorns all their coaches. Vandy has extra academic requirements.
And damn, they're still under construction too. Did you see the fucking?
Are they really?
They're still building all those exits to the stadium. Yeah.
Oh my god!
They still got Max the Crane up in there. What
the fuck?
I mean, I'll go run a crane for him, but yeah, I still seen some equipment up there.
Get an extra little payday.
But that's Nashville as a whole. Nashville is just a breeding ground for tower cranes and other things.
Yeah. Every time it rains, one sprouts up.
Yep. That's right. It's like fucking mushrooms.
Well, yeah. Jake Cutler was peak Vanderbilt. I have to say, I think that's as high as they went.
Yeah, I don't know. And, I think Clark Lee actually has that team believing and has actually taken some talent a little bit. He's got a decent roster. I mean, hell, Georgia took Humphreys, and boy, he showed out today in our game. He got a touchdown with his second
tough little kid.
Bulldog for a touchdown.
Well, okay, so I didn't watch the game, Jim, but you remember when I texted you about the pick?
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you.
You good there, buddy?
He's got the classic cartoon hiccups.
Yeah, I do.
Where's the XXX jug?
No, but Jim, the pick I was talking about. You know, like I don't know. I thought
I was going to put him.
He can't hold his liquor.
He's doing fine. He's doing fine.
Oh shit! Oh, he fucking left.
Oh hell! It's probably bedtime. It's probably bedtime. He had a fun day. He had
good.
He's introduced to the SEC and to college football. He had a busy day for sure.
And it was
also
much
I kind of want
to
to do this because our good friend Big Rob has awoken my whiskey tooth, and this weekend we are trying the I'm gonna do a different whiskey every weekend or every time I go and get a bottle. But this is the Traveler, and it's the Chris Stapleton and Buffalo Trace collab, and so far, so good. It's very good. So, just a little whiskey review each episode. I think is in store this year. So,
someone's trying to get a sponsorship.
No, because it's going to be a different, unless it's from a liquor store. It's going to be a different liquor every time. But
or it could be from Mad.
Yeah, or the state of Kentucky. Just just sponsor me with bourbons.
Do you know who Mad is?
Who?
Mothers Against Drunk Drivers.
Oh. That's a good one. That flew over my head, but that's a good one. Yeah.
So first week, Jim. Okay, well, actually, there were a couple things.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about. So number one, I'm curious what y'all think. Did game day pick the right spot?
I think so.
I think they easily could have been in Atlanta, and it would have been the correct move. But Texas A&M and Notre Dame, I'm not mad about. I think that was a good choice for sure.
I think as far as a competitive game beginning to end, yeah. It ended up being, worth what it was billed as.
Yep. And I will say, and I didn't get the chance to say that with Daimio, but I had I definitely thought Texas A&M was going to win that game. I thought
we
they
talked about
had
it
a good
last night, I think.
Do what?
We were talking about that last night.
Yeah. I thought they still had a good amount of talent and a new coach now that Jimbo's gone and they are now broke at Texas A&M. I thought for sure that that they would be able to do it, and I didn't think Notre Dame was going to be as much as it was, and of course Sundowners had to put his thing in there. Thanks for being here, buddy. My mom's in here too. Hey, Mom.
Oh.
Yeah. Small time Republic. Hell yeah, we seen you last year in here. How about that? Yeah, that's a really good take. I like that they're actually on a campus instead of a neutral field. That's a really good take, I think.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Jim? First game of the year being on a neutral site for you guys.
Well, it's not as bad because it was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's still
an hour southwest of Athens.
Right. It's like when Tennessee played at Titan Stadium last year.
Right.
It's not really neutral.
Especially now that
But you're taking revenue away from Athens, man.
Yes, you are.
It's one less home game.
But so that's kind of the debate that I have about the Florida game every year, because that's a neutral site game. is I would like to see a home and home, or I'd be happy with a home and home, Atlanta and Jacksonville. We could do that rotation. So every 4 years, a class can play at each venue.
Ooh,
I think that
like
would be good. Yeah. So everybody can experience that, because so many Georgia almost all Georgia players have never played in the Swamp. And that's an incredible atmosphere. And Miami got it done today. What a good segue.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Miami got a good.
We were going to talk about Florida.
Yeah. Like I had teased earlier, that I fell asleep right after the first quarter and took a good nap. I mean, the kind that the back of your neck is kind of sweating.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I had one of those the other day.
Just a good fucking nap.
Didn't wake up till it was Alabama's time.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
But
that's a good point.
But yeah, Miami
like Tennessee. Tennessee's playing NC State in Charlotte next week. That's, I mean, no offense to any NC State fans, but nobody's really wanting to go to Charlotte to watch the football game.
I love Bank of America Stadium. It's a
cool stadium,
it's a fun place
all
to
that.
go to. But I'm 100% on board with you there. Do you know how many times South Carolina has started the season in Charlotte? It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
I'm sick of playing NC State or UNC in Charlotte. Let's play at each other's stadiums. We have good stadiums. Let's do it. We spend $63 million a year building stadiums. Grab. Let's do it.
It's a cash grab. I think they get some kickbacks from being, in a one bigger venue.
Exactly.
Yada yada.
What? Tepper is hurting for money. He's so cheap. He's fucked up the Panthers. He doesn't need any help keeping Bank of America Stadium good. I don't understand why we keep doing neutral sites. It's fine if it's like a historic thing. If I don't know how long Georgia and Florida have played in Jacksonville for that game, but neutral sites.
The 1 in 4 years kind of thing.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Jim, you ever become big in money? You ought to pitch that idea. It's very good.
I'm sorry, I was taking a piss. What's the idea?
Your idea.
I think Kirby would be a fan of that, because just the recruiting opportunities and the home game in the stadium is always good. I've heard that a couple other places. That's not a Star Wars Dog original idea there, but it's,
by the way,
still, I think it's
Sundowners. You and I got to talk, man. I thought you bled orange. What are you doing saying my Notre Dame?
He's a Notre Dame fan.
My Irish.
I think he's always been a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah, he's always been a Notre Dame fan.
I thought he was a Tennessee boy. I want to change my opinion.
Just because he grew up in Tennessee,
Mr. Sundowners.
Matter of fact, Sean, if you want, type yes, and I will send you. Send you a link.
Yeah, I thought you had to be Catholic to be an Irish fan. That's how I was raised growing up.
So, in all transparency here, we're on my channel here, Star Wars Dog. In full transparency, I grew up in the Great White North. I grew up in Michigan.
You grew up a damn Yankee.
Yeah. Don't can't control where you were born. But
you call him a carpetbagger?
Yeah.
No, so
that's
I grew
really
up there, and
an educated joke for a Tennessee fan.
Oh shit, that's fired. But no, so I grew up there, and grew up. I was baptized Catholic, and grandmother had 11 kids. So very heavy Catholic family, and also we were like 45 to an hour away from Notre Dame. So we were, as my mom says.
That's like 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour. Yeah, that's what she meant. But yeah. So grew up. When the Irish would get a touchdown, my grandmother would call the house phone. Back when we still had them on the cord, and in my household, we actually still had the rotary too. So aging ourselves a little bit, but grandma would call the phone and would start singing the Irish fight song each time they got a touchdown. Now that was in my very youthful years, pre-middle school. But I never really followed college football closely. I played a little bit in middle school. I got outgrown in high school, so I didn't play in high school at all. But yeah. Once I left Michigan and I joined the Marine Corps, and then after the Marines, I got out and I decided I was going to move to Georgia. And I used that as my one-time transfer. So I jumped in the portal and I found my home with Georgia. And at that time, we were not on the mountaintop yet.
Can I get a year for that, please?
That was 2015.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
That was the year that Tennessee broke my fucking heart that year, when we thought that we had a last-minute touchdown with a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah.
And they turned around and they fucking did it to us.
Yeah. I was sitting in the stadium at Williams-Brice in the student section watching that game. We had pulled it up on the big screen to show the last 45 seconds while we were in a TV timeout. And I can't remember what. Let's see.
Juwan Jennings in the end zone.
Yeah, that one.
Josh Dobbs.
That one really kind of ignited my fandom.
Dobbs.
Like a hard loss like that, where you thought you were going to win. That polar opposite emotion that I experienced during that game just ignited the fire under me for my love of college football and my love of Georgia. And it's weird that a loss brings that on you, but that's college football, man. That's when it just takes flight, you know. It's crazy. Let me send Sundowners the link just in case he.
Sundowners asked how many SEC teams make the playoffs. I would say probably 4.
There's a very good possibility of that.
Yeah, it's just so crowded because you get the champion from every division. You get one FCS champion in there, and then you're going to get backfield second best in every division.
Yeah,
as well in there, and then you got Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to be in there. I even heard Notre Dame had an actual influence in writing up the playoff rules.
Are they going to join a damn conference next year?
No. I don't know if they ever will. They do for basketball.
If they get left out this year, and they play a decent enough schedule, right? And if they get left out because they don't have a conference championship automatic bid, right? Like say they were in the ACC, and it's week 1, so this is pure speculation here, but the way Notre Dame played today, we've seen Clemson, we've seen FSU. Miami actually might be the only other one that might be able to give Notre Dame fits if Notre Dame was in the ACC.
Jim,
right?
If Florida State and Clemson won out, why would not Notre Dame want to go to the ACC and be the big dog there? Like you said,
bid, but they could be completely left out. If you have SEC teams with stronger schedules, with a loss here or there, like you are missing out on the opportunity to get in. And Notre Dame's known for backdooring the playoff, so they're missing out on being able to do what they're known for.
Look, and quality losses meaning just as much as quality wins. Look at A&M. A&M's a pretty solid team. they could end up being like the 4th in the SEC at the end of the year.
Yeah.
To get in, So yeah, I mean, everybody's going to be fighting and clawing. A 10-2 team doesn't necessarily make the playoffs. It's who did you go against? What's your strength of schedule look like? And
For sure.
Notre Dame roundabout plays somebody good now and then, but they need to join the conference. Like I said, if Florida State and Clemson leave, go down there, and it's you and Miami.
When is their next TV deal up? Does anyone know? Because that's the reason they haven't joined.
Have they always been with ABC?
NBC.
They used to be NBC, yeah.
So this might, whenever their next contract comes up, that might be the thing to actually push them over, because the way TV is working now, like the way all this sports stuff is going, I could really see them not. They won't have that strong of a leg to stand on when this new negotiations starts starting.
Yeah. Can I just say the conference realignment? I'm not a fan of, man.
No, I'm not either.
I don't like.
Not happy.
Not that it should be isolated regionally, but I think that's a cleaner look and it makes sense. The Big Ten is the Big Ten. Notre Dame should be in the fucking Big Ten. And the Pac-12 should stay the Pac-12. But the problem is that it's not about your area and your region. It's about fucking TV deals. And that's the issue.
What does the AC in ACC stand for?
Atlantic.
Almost competitive.
How about the P in Pac-12?
That's Pacific.
Yeah. So,
pitiful.
Anyone else find it weird that a team in California on the Pacific Coast is now playing in the Atlantic Coast Conference?
Yeah.
Well, look at the MAC and the WAC and all these other leagues too. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Nothing makes geographical sense. Texas and Oklahoma are the only thing they're southeast of is Alaska, but they're in the SEC.
I'm just glad we're in the SEC and we all make sense. I mean, Missouri is here, but whatever.
Yeah, I would trade Missouri for North Carolina in a heartbeat.
The only thing southeast about Missouri is the 230 people that live south of Missouri, and that
their
south
of their people are pretty good. They're like
St. Louis. Yeah,
their people are a total mix of Midwestern and Southern for sure. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I just.
I'm sorry. There is one other good thing about Missouri. They sell liquor in gas stations. That's pretty cool.
That's a northern.
I was impressed when I first moved there. I lived there about 10 years ago. I was impressed by that.
Yeah.
I saw it at Walmart in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I went to a. I don't think it might have been a Publix, it might have been something else. I couldn't find any fucking beer. I walked up to the lady. I was like, "Hey, where's your beer?" They're like, "Oh, we don't sell beer here." It's like, what? How do you not sell beer in a store?
Dry County?
No, what? It was like fucking St. Louis.
Oh,
I was just outside St. Louis. They don't sell. There are certain grocery stores in Missouri. You have to have like a beer license to sell beer.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that shit. You'll sell liquor at your gas stations, but you won't sell beer in your grocery stores.
Makes total sense. Yeah.
Well, Jeremy is leaving the house. He is heading back home.
Bye, Jeremy.
But,
I hope you want to catch up.
We thank him coming on. Probably next week he'll be on with us on the panel here too. So, but yeah, man, just a lot of changes this year, right? A lot of changes going on. 12-team playoff, conference realignment, and the carryover from last year's clock changes. Like, damn, that first quarter just fucking flies by.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Flies by.
It changes. It really changes the way the game is played. I'm not a fan.
Yes, because especially for Georgia and the way Kirby likes to play ball with all the run plays that he wants to dominate the run, of course.
Yeah.
But with
at the pace you play, you won't score more than 34 points.
No, yeah, the clock is just gone before you fucking know it.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're Ole Miss today and you're Alabama today.
Jeez,
and Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn. See, Auburn scored.
Yeah. How'd Auburn do?
Jesus.
Coach was at that game. They won by 70.
Auburn seen Alabama at the first spot of that Alabama A&M, and I think they only saw Alabama, and they were going for blood.
Yeah.
God damn.
Caleb, most of the SEC scored basketball points tonight or today. Y'all need to step up your game.
Yep.
Okay. I'm so sorry we didn't play Alabama A&M.
You played Old Dominion.
You played You played a shipping company.
A trucking company. I see him on the road all the time.
I'll tell y'all another thing. You know what really – one of the things that chaps my ass about watching sports in general is the announcers. I'm so – where the fuck did all the good announcers go? Like, I remember being able to watch games a decade ago and listening to announcers. Every now and then there'd be an announcer that you could tell, oh, they love this team or they love this guy. But
you had a fucking under the radar game though. To be fair,
I'm not even talking about that, dude. I'm not talking about why do we get B or C class announcers. I'm just talking about what happened to the ability to call a game and not suck the cock of the other team.
Oh, you mean when Gary Danielson was around?
Do what?
Yeah.
When Gary Danielson was around?
No, the one. Which one's Gary Danielson?
The one that was deep throating Alabama all the time.
The taller muppet.
Oh, him or oh shit. Who is the horn dog in the with AJ McCarron's girlfriend?
Hugh Freeze.
No, Brett Nussberger.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh no! You said horn dog. Just sorry about that. I took a left turn.
Yeah, I think it was Brent Nussberger. Yeah.
Oh hell,
dude! I've seen like a compilation of his issues pop up on YouTube, like for like the last week.
Oh, the Florida State women, the Florida State chicks in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then
50,000 red-blooded boys just.
And then Florida State Karen's girlfriend, and I just remember.
Oh yeah.
I was watching that national championship game. And I was just like, dude, cool it. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say the inside thoughts.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's going to be a fun season. Who knows what will happen next weekend?
Anybody have any issues with refs?
Not in my game today. I think it was very fair. Even the A&M one, you had a couple of targeting calls, but I think they were right. I think they were.
I think there were 2 penalties that I kind of took issue with today in our game. I didn't really.
Shit. Hang on a second. I got to show you this. My mom just sent me this.
I saw.
Right there. Young me. Got my participation trophy.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Hell yeah. Good times. Oh, shit. Look who's here.
I think it's Irish bitch slapped A&M.
You got it right.
I think he's asleep.
There he is. Is it Southern Irish dude?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was at the bar, and when they fucking put that go-ahead touchdown, I was like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking A&M Aggie faggies!"
I say the same thing every time they lose.
Damn.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Dude, we had to have that win because if you look at Notre Dame's schedule, we only play 3 road games this year.
Yeah.
And
you guys are you got a thin line of margin for error.
Yeah,
for to make playoffs.
You got to beat Florida State. You got to beat A&M. And if you win those games, you could lose to USC the last game of the season and still get in. But we can't start off the season on the road. Huh?
We play Clemson at the end of the
year. The true USC.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We play Clemson at the end of the year.
Yeah, no. Hang on. We're SEC focused here.
No, I live and breathe. I watch every SEC game I can. I was watching everything all day today.
It really just does mean more, doesn't it?
It really does.
No, the SEC is the best. Look, if Notre Dame would join the SEC, I'd be the happiest guy in the world. It's just geographically, when the contract runs out, they're going to the Big Ten. That's just going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just,
they should.
I'm sure they'll play around and they'll try to get the see what deal they can get. But
to have them play Michigan and Ohio State every year.
No, listen. I know some big Notre Dame boosters that donate like a lot of money, and they're pissed that they don't play Michigan and some of those schools. So
Penn State would be a great game with them.
Michigan and Michigan State, those are like teams that it's kind of like Tennessee, Alabama. You can't. They took them off the schedule, and that's not good. So
again, growing up in Michigan and living an hour away from Notre Dame, like that whole area, you got Michigan State, Michigan, and Notre Dame. They're all very fucking close to each other. Like easy driving distance, very close.
It can only make them more money if you put them in the big conference with those people, with those guys. Yeah.
I went to the Michigan Notre Dame game.
I went to
the Michigan Notre Dame game 6 years in a row growing up. 6 years in a row, I went to the Michigan Notre Dame games. I went to the Tennessee Notre Dame game with Phil Fulmer's last year at Notre Dame.
That was a tight game.
Yep. But any surprises?
About his last year coaching, or is his last year involved?
His last year coaching Tennessee at Notre Dame. Phil Fulmer.
Remember that?
Hey,
remember how Phil Fulmer fucked over Tennessee like 4 years ago?
Mm-mm.
Well, Phil Fulmer also fucked over Johnny Majors to get the Tennessee job. So what comes around?
There's a little Game of Thrones stuff going on there.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
That
Johnny's in the hospital, and here comes Phil.
And then Phil got shanked.
Yeah,
but,
he got a little bit of his own medicine, so to speak. Yeah.
So were you guys surprised at how bad Georgia beat the piss out of Clemson today?
I'm disappointed. I thought it was going to be a closer game after that first quarter.
You think Dabo has to leave Clemson after this year and go to the NFL?
Where's he go?
He probably should, for money.
There's always a job, Caleb. He's got to get out of Clemson. He's had his peak. He's got to go.
He won't play the portal game. He doesn't play the portal game.
This is the problem with Dabo. We call
ego
A&M a cult. Clemson's worse. They have drank the Dabo Kool-Aid. They think of him as almost a god. Like, it is ridiculous.
Not by the time this season's over, because they won't be ranked.
Dude, I'm telling you. You remember Bobby Bowden had to quit Florida State because they would not fire him. Now, that's because it was actually in his contract that he couldn't get fired. But he told everyone that the reason he quit is because he knew Florida State would never fire him. And he quit because he wanted the best for Florida State. And Dabo is the exact opposite. Dabo sees this as the ability for everything to be about him. It's why he doesn't play the money game. It's why he doesn't play the portal game, because he doesn't want people leaving and A, talking bad about him, or B, not being involved with him. I mean, look at every single time he walks down that runs down that thing, and I go with that too. He would be a terrible fit. You think so? You've got 52 men who 40 of them have the biggest egos in the world. Yeah. And you want to put the most egotistical head coach in college football?
Also, he's not big on NIL, so he won't be a fan of the way NFL does it.
Well, look, Urban was not a good fit for the NFL. Nick Saban was not a good fit for the NFL, but they took the money. Like there's always
but they weren't they weren't the second coming to their fan bases. Like they weren't looked at. Like Ohio State fans were very happy with the success that Urban Meyer brought, but they didn't think he was God.
Right.
At least
I
not
don't
the
know.
ones that I know. Some of them may have.
Yeah, there were some Ohio State fans that thought he was God.
Yeah, but Pete Carroll left. Steve Spurrier left. A lot of people have left for the NFL, and
Because in the
not
NFL,
one of them.
in
Pete
the
Carroll's
NFL
the only one that succeeded.
Now, college has become like the NFL in a way, but like in the NFL, it's like the NBA. You get the contract, and when they
But
fire you,
it's
they owe
only
you the whole contract.
It's only come like the NFL in money. The game is so different.
It's getting more and more similar, but it is still different.
As they push
my thing about today's game and where Clemson is at.
Fucking fogies.
Yeah, they have a lot that they need to work on, but I think their defense was actually quite good today. We came out and we made our adjustments and we exposed their weak points. But they were shutting down our run in the first half like perfectly. They were doing fantastic. I think they have talent. I think they'll actually be quite good in their conference. And we might have to see them again. But
in the playoff this year?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. Miami's going to put a whipping on Clemson. Did you watch Miami today?
I took a good strong nap during Miami.
Dude, Miami's probably winning that conference. Don't
So did
sleep on
Florida.
Florida State. My buddy Evil Dick was at the Florida State Georgia Tech game in Ireland, and he said they just got out coached. They didn't make adjustments, but Florida State had more talent than Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
There's several teams in the ACC that I think are going to get Clemson this year. There's 3 or 4 of them that are going to get them.
Could be. Hell, NC State got them last year, you know.
And it's not like the SEC where
Duke
you
got
can
'em
lose
last
3
year.
games and come out of that conference. If you lose 3 in the ACC, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah.
I think if you lose
No,
2,
you're right.
honestly, your
You're right,
threshold in the
but-
ACC is 1 loss. If Florida
let's
State
just-
loses another one, I think
Let's
they're
just
out.
retain perspective here, though. Too, they were playing Georgia. Okay,
No doubt.
so, this may be a little bit early of a take, but we'll go ahead and put it out there. This defense might be better than the 21 defense.
Dude, Georgia's
And the 21 defense, to be clear, was fucking legendary.
Did you watch
Okay.
a few of those throws at Clemson? They threw these quick outs, and it's like, dude, Georgia's secondary was
All
like,
over 'em.
I'll
All
give you
over 'em.
10 yards, and I'm going to close on you before you get to 2-yard pickup. Like
So
the
much
speed was like so
much
different.
speed. Yes.
Yeah, like
And we
Georgia's
have
defense today
the-
was fucking kick ass.
We have the best number 1 or first round draft pick safety, Malachi Starks, with his incredible, crazy interception today that closely resembled when he was a freshman, the pick on Oregon in our opener 2 years ago. You know, I mean to tell you, and what's slept on is because we don't know the names like we did that year yet, right? But we had Jordan Davis, we had Jalen Carter, right? But our defensive line, you know, is fucking stout, and they showed up today. They were doing a good work today. They were applying pressure. They were we got a couple of sacks. Like a good damn start to this year in this defense. I think an even better showing than the 21 defense against Clemson that year when Uyunglele was the quarterback.
When DJ
Yeah.
So I watched that interception you were talking about, and I agree with a lot of the captions that it looked like it was going to be the interception of the year. Too bad it only lasted 12 hours because the new interception of the year happened 2 hours ago.
Can you show it?
I'm about to.
Okay.
And this is unfortunately at like I don't know, Robert Morris versus Utah State, Mountain West.
What the hell?
Unbelievable.
Shit, why is it?
It's going.
Oh my gosh. First of all, he went. That was a pretty good interception.
We need to watch that again.
Yeah, that was
What
pretty
the
impressive.
fuck?
A backhanded one hand leaping.
Wow.
Was he above the receiver?
He was almost the entire body length. His ass was at his head level. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he mossed himself.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Look how high he was on that. Jeez.
Okay, so you know what you got to do now. So who is that?
Wow.
Robert Morris?
Yeah, Robert.
Probably.
Utah State is the blue team. Robert Morris is the red.
Utah
Damn.
State.
Can you pull up Malachi's interception?
Number 8. Yep.
I'll work on that. You keep doing what you're doing.
Number
This guy wins.
8.
Wins. He used one hand.
Let's see. So, hang on. Oh yeah, he's the wide receiver. That guy is 6'3". The wide receiver. Pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
He's got some vertical.
Yep. That's gonna be on. Oh, that's nice.
So-
They got a little Howitzer out there.
So that reminds me of the Ricky Pearsall catch last year, the Florida receiver who one-handed that catch in double coverage. By the way, I just saw that he got shot in some kind of robbery in San Francisco.
But he's doing good.
Which sucks.
He's in good stay condition. So
Yeah.
All right,
We're
Here's
gonna be in the Grove. We're gonna be in the Grove for Georgia Ole Miss in November.
Ooh.
the Grove.
Tailgate.
Oh God, that
Also-
might be a high-scoring game.
I may have to fuck with all those Ole Miss fans and just have my, we're gonna have the tent set up. I'm gonna have to put like a Georgia logo on it and just fuck with those people in the Grove. The Ole Miss fans.
Can I just say thank you for tickets last year to the SEC championship? I know it wasn't the best because we lost, but I greatly appreciate you doing that for me, Sean.
But you know what, Jim? I was thinking about this today with Georgia. Teams that like kind of lose like they did at the end of the season don't make the playoff, and then they come back the following year. That's why I think this could be Georgia's year to win it, because you have that motivation. When you come off of winning a title, winning a repeat title, that's hard, right? Because guys go to the league.
Yeah.
Like they got motivation because they feel like, hey, yeah, we did lose, but were we one of the 4 best teams? They probably should have been there over Florida State. They put Florida State in because they were undefeated, but their quarterback was hurt. Florida State had no chance of winning.
Yes. And I stated last year that if the question is purely 4 best teams, then yes, Georgia should have been in.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But to me, the way college football should fall out, you have to win the games that matter. And because we couldn't get that done, I don't think we deserved a second chance. Like, to be the national champion, we had to have beaten Alabama. We had to have. And we didn't do it. So we didn't fucking deserve it. I know that'll chap some asses of my fans and Georgia fans, but like, to me, the honorable thing, and it may not be the right thing or the how it shakes out, but I don't think that's how you should win. I don't think you should win on second and third chances. Yes, this might sound a little hypocritical. Thank you. Sorry, whiskey's kicking in.
I was just say I'm the one that's been drinking.
He's making up words now.
Yeah. Hey, we're
Proclamation.
deep now. We're almost 2 hours in here. I'm not even going to attempt that again. but
Hypocritical. I love it. I'm going to write that down.
One season, yes, we lost in the SEC championship. We bounced back and we got the Natty, right? So there was a precedent for that, but I don't think last year was wrong. As much as I wanted to see a three-peat, I think what shook out was right. Although I think if Georgia was put in, we probably would have got another one. But I think it was correct.
And you got to know though that's Kirby Smart. Like he used that all off season.
Oh, it's fuel.
And you're gonna have a nasty. You saw that today. You're gonna have a nasty Georgia team that's gonna be hard to contend with. I don't give a shit if you're LSU or Texas, Ole Miss. Like, look, the SEC is a gauntlet, so it's hard to go through that conference anyway. But that's a tough ass team to beat, man. Like,
Matt, that's rough because that's both elder abuse. So
it was definitely seeing Corso come out in that Irish outfit today, and having to be escorted. Man, that dude has had it.
Yeah. Poor Lee, man. He's been around for so long.
You know what?
I still want to show this real quick.
Yeah.
Before we move on. But yeah, we were talking earlier about Malachi's interception, and that one that Caleb brought up was fantastic.
That was a great one.
Here's Malachi's, and this is a great angle for it.
Intercept that thing. Oh my goodness. A dive. That was just like the Oregon game. Malachi starts with a brilliant interception.
That's called NFL, brother.
That's like Lynn Swan coordination there.
You don't coach that. That's called NFL draft pick.
That's just God-given ability. That's wild. That was so good.
He's like, I ain't going to no fucking classes this year. Win his NFL draft. Get me my Maybach.
Yeah, he's already picking his outfit out.
Yeah.
The draft.
Really?
My gourd.
I call it the Maybach.
Bro, you're gonna appreciate this, Sundowners. My mom found another picture from back when I was younger. This was a Halloween.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
Are you fucking Rudy?
No, I wasn't offside.
I was talking to a friend today. I was with a Notre Dame guys at the sports bar. There's 7.
You got a lot of friends.
Yeah, I got a Notre Dame crew that we used to do all the games together, and it's been harder when people got married and had kids. But one of the guys, he doesn't like Sean Astin's politics, and he goes, they ought to take fucking Samwise Ganji's fat ass. He goes and do a Rudy sequel where Rudy gets indicted for fraud. which if you know the story, Rudy in real life got indicted. He got in trouble legally.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And he goes, and our black coach Freeman has to get him out of jail and redeem Rudy's fat ass, and he gets him on a calorie diet to lose the weight. And this dude was just trashing Sean Astin because evidently Sean Astin came out and did some stuff for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
White boys for Harris.
Oh wow.
Seems to be the in thing to do
now. Isn't that the most unfortunate thing about college football this year? Is that it is just full of political ads. Oh God.
I saw one today during the Georgia Clemson game. My father-in-law was here, and he's very very liberal. And we were sitting in the den, and he goes, "Hold on, everybody, be quiet. We have to watch this ad." I said, I go, and I saw the ad, and that was Kamala, and I go, "We don't have to fucking watch this ad. As a matter of fact, turn this shit fucking down." And he goes, "Oh, it's Sean's house, so I guess we have to turn it down." I go, "You goddamn right. I ain't listening to this nincompoop speak on my TV."
Nincompoop.
Thank you for the warning. I was ready for him, but it's much easier if the cops do it. Don't we agree?
Boy, that hasn't aged well. I just realized that hasn't aged well. Shit.
Did a guy try to jump the barrier yesterday in a rally?
Yeah, but I don't think Trump was on stage.
Okay,
yet.
I was looking. I couldn't see anybody on the
I
stage.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and it looked like he was trying to get to the cameras. It didn't look like he was trying to get to the stage.
Okay.
So I think it was just someone wanted to mess with like the electrical and not actually do something to.
Yeah.
Nice.
But back to
No, you were talking about the ads, man. I hate that shit, man. College football, leave all the political ads off the TV. I can't stand that.
I wish that were the case, but that's where they're gonna have to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stick to the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
I mean, this is what's kind of annoying about that.
Ooh.
Anyone watching more than one college football game has already made up their mind.
And
you're not changing anyone's mind.
Most people
if you're a Georgia fan,
Yeah.
you don't with Georgia being like such a pivotal swing state, you don't think Georgia fans are going to see a shitload of political ads this season? Holy shit.
Bro, every day in my fucking mailbox there's shit.
Well, I was going to
Every
say,
day.
I didn't see a single fucking political ad today.
Like South Carolina's.
Yeah, we're decided. We already know who we're voting for.
ESPN Plus or some shit.
SEC Network, asshole.
Oh,
I'm
Georgia's
sorry.
going to get a ton of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Valiant
And I
Archer.
don't care. We can get political here. I mean, I'd rather be amongst company of intellectuals. So we can always stay in that ring.
What was that word you said earlier?
You know what? I pulled a Biden. Okay, you'll have to excuse me.
Hypocrisy.
Mike Tyson used to do these interviews in the 90s, and they'd say, Mike, what do you think? And Mike would go, I just think he's pretty loquacious. And like, loquacious? What are you talking about, Mike? He would throw these words out that had nothing they were the total opposite of what he was trying to intend for the meaning.
Yeah.
He goes, if he's pervasive and loquacious.
He got word of the day toilet paper. That's what happened.
I think one time he said he had to take his hand off of somebody. You're trying to give him credit or something. I got to take my hand off of this guy.
I was going to foot him.
Remember when he was in the ring and he talked about Razor Ruddock? He goes, I'm just the baddest man on the planet. I want to eat his children.
Yeah.
What? You want to eat his children?
Oh my gosh. I guess Jim is either putting another dip or taking a piss.
So no
So
surprise.
I haven't seen the score. How did Memphis do today, Sean?
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
while you look that up, has
it was
anyone
42 to
has anyone seen the new Colts superfan?
No.
So
All I've seen is the Florida fan who was disappointed today.
Yeah, so this
He's becoming mean.
This guy has been doing pump-up songs for every I guess he's actually been doing it for quite a while. I thought he just started this season. But he does a pump-up song for every Colts game.
40-0, by the way.
Oh, I think I've seen what you're talking about.
And let's see. This is for the
Yeah, small town republic. He did. Tyson did say that one time. I'm just gonna fade in to Bolivian.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is
sometimes I want to also.
This is the one for the preseason game against the Bengals.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Bengals. Let's cook them and eat their stripes. This is our team. Go Colts!
Yikes.
What do y'all think about that?
Is that Real Way Gaming? Sorry, Wade.
Is he being for real, or is he trying to be?
No, he is a genuine. He's been doing this for like over 2 years. He was on the Pat McAfee show like a week ago talking about it.
He probably likes the acolyte.
Yeah.
He's one of the 200 people that have signed that petition.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
yeah,
good for him. He loves his team.
He loves his
fan
Colts.
base. That's
He's in John Graber land. No shot.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah.
Love you, John.
Jeez. Oh yeah.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna have to boot scoot.
Yeah, I reckon that'll do it. We're approaching 2 hours here. I don't know if
I gotta finish Terminator Zero.
There you go.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I think I'd say we hit everything college football wise. What does everyone have going on? What do you got channel wise? What do you got?
Channel wise?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna be doing like I don't know 5 or 6 streams tomorrow. I want to do like a whole bunch of different games and probably play some Pirates.
Yeah.
You're playing Star Wars Outlaws, Caleb. Don't lie.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
No. Now the person that needs to play Star Wars Outlaws is here in the chat, Mr. X-Wing himself.
Yeah.
We need a review of it from like our little YouTube world, right? Someone needs to review it.
Someone needs to bite the bullet.
That's right.
Ah, he's got confirmed.
Well, listen, I don't know anything about it other than what I've just seen in like the preview. Like, so I'm curious for an actual review of it.
Review will come.
I
can't wait. I'm excited for it.
I feel like during the review, this is all we're gonna get. Upset, angry Yoda. You know,
we got that from him. Was it the 4th episode of The Acolyte where he was just,
dude?
I loved it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate all of y'all being here. And Daimyo earlier, you know, of course he was getting ready to give us the toast of the late great Colonel Sanders and saying that he's too drunk to taste that chicken. But he had a big day today. Texas A&M.
I'm happy for him. I'm glad to see him have so much enjoyment, excitement about joining into this world we're in.
He went to the tailgate for A&M.
Yeah.
He's
all in now. He's all in. He's going to have a military uniform on and doing push-ups next week.
Savio was in the white closet.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It was almost bad enough for him to shave his head again.
Yeah, he was getting Filipino girl wasted out there.
Look, that's a big thing. That's a big thing for Daimyo to get introduced to SEC country, even though it's Texas. But that qualifies. Yeah. That's a start.
Yeah. Well, there's now 2 Texas teams in there, so
that's right.
You know, he's got some leeway, but I think overall for him, good team for him. Like not bottom of the barrel, not Florida, not
Vanderbilt.
Missouri. Yeah, I wanted to say South Carolina.
I'm gonna beat your. I'm not drunk. I will get in my car and I'll see you in 4.5 hours.
Hey, don't sleep on Missouri this year. That's not an easy team to play.
No, yeah, Missouri might sneak their way in. Their schedule.
I mean, it's pretty easy to sneak your way in.
Please, no, I can't stand that coach. I don't want to hear that coach anymore. He's standing on business crap.
I'd rather hang out with Heupel than Eli Dershowitz. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Over under, how many times is he going to cry this year?
Eli or
Drinkowitz?
Drunkowitz. Drink a fifth. Eli, drink a fifth.
15 times we'll see him cry this year.
Goddamn.
They don't even have a real college stadium.
He's going to be in 15 games. He might be.
It'll be 15 different instances though.
Oh,
one will be like a midweek interview. One will be something on ESPN where they've got some sad case up there or something like that.
Dog, you gotta come to the Ole Miss Georgia game. Stay with me at my house. I'm an hour away from Oxford. We go down to Oxford. Georgia, Ole Miss. You know it's going to be a pivotal game for the playoff.
Yeah,
November.
That's definitely one to circle for us. Which we have quite a few on the schedule this year. We have
He's already
at Alabama, at Texas, at Ole Miss.
Damn.
I need to look at the schedule because my fall on top of football, which that consumes all of my Saturdays, is very booked between hunting and a couple other ventures that we're going to be doing this year.
Was November deer season?
Of course. Oh yeah. I'm planning on going back up to Michigan and do a little hunting with my dad too.
But up here too.
Well, if you want to come, you got a free place to stay, and you got a ticket to the game. So just think about it.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, we'll look into that. That would be a blast.
I'm going to be in Knoxville for my birthday that weekend watching Mississippi State.
Yeah, we haven't. My kids, they want to go to Knoxville for a game, Matt Tween, but we're trying to figure out the date and the game because my oldest still plays football on Saturday, so we got to figure out the dates for a Knoxville game.
Dude, if you want to go to the Bama game, tickets upper level are like $500 or $600.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
We're going to Tuscaloosa for a Bama game, so it won't be Bama, Tennessee.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ole Miss is an hour and 10 minutes from my house. Tennessee, 6 hours.
Yeah, it is a long, expensive trip for anybody west of the Tennessee River.
If people go, "Oh, you live in Tennessee?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm close to a lot of places."
Have you seen how long it is?
I'm closer to Tuscaloosa and Auburn and Georgia.
It is easier to drive from, I think it's Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to Canada than it is to drive from Gatlinburg to Memphis.
Memphis is a rough fucking. I can confirm that. I have done that before. Not so much Gatlinburg, but from
it's a good day drive.
Gatlinburg from Sevierville.
Yeah.
To
it's 5 hours from here.
I have done that multiple times. That is very fucking rough.
Yeah, Atlanta to Memphis is 5 hours and 45 minutes.
This is a good point.
5.5.
Next thing is bringing up.
I can tell you.
I'm going.
No.
I'm going.
As of right now, X-Wing, no. I do know the guy that's running the event because I went to the last thing in San Antonio, the Superhero Con. I'm talking to my wife about it. As of right now, it's not going to happen, but that may change. That may change.
Sean, if you do, we are getting a Airbnb outside of there with the pool, and it's going to be fucking awesome. We got it locked down.
He ain't saying no Airbnb. He's gonna go get the president's suite or some
W
hotel over there.
They got the W down there.
You're right.
With a revolving restaurant on top.
We wanted to be around the cool people.
But that's Space Con, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That guy that runs all that puts on he's the same guy that does Superhero Con. They put on a good event, man. It's a good event. Like, it's top notch. No complaints, man. We had a great time when we went to and I talked to the guy. I was like, and he was telling me, "Hey, we're doing Space Con." So it's going to be a hell of an event. It's going to be a very good event.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, shit. Well, I'd say everybody, I appreciate y'all being here.
I got two things I got to say real quick.
All right. Before I wrap that up,
how about Cam McCormick scoring a touchdown in his 9th season of playing college football?
What?
9th season. He's like 27 or 28 years old.
What?
And second is, remember all the jokes about Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where he's displaying his
he's with the Bears, right?
Yeah. Paints fingernails. This is where he's displaying his Heisman Trophy on a shelf between two Lego sets. Nothing wrong about Lego sets. Avengers Tower and some.
What the fuck is that on the right? Like
some Middle Eastern thing.
Yeah, I think it's a Frozen Lego set. I think that's Elsa down there lying on the ground.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah. So like you're sitting there, you got people talking about, hang on. So it said domestic violence.
Oh my!
But you got people sitting here complaining about your masculinity, and you pick Frozen.
These guys are a different breed these days, man.
Dude, I was about to give him credit for actually putting it between Lego sets, and then you said it was Frozen.
Yeah, I think it's a Frozen Lego set.
That's the snowflake. Yeah, I think it is Frozen. I'll be damned.
What a homo. Typical Bears quarterback. There you go, Ryan Kennel. That's your Bears quarterback.
Did they show that in Hard Knocks?
Jeez.
Oh, dude, I gotta screw with Ryan about that. You know, Ryan's a big Bears fan. Your quarterback for the Bears is gay.
I think that set probably has a lot of set pieces in it, so probably an 18+ set. I'm trying to find the actual set so that I can.
That's funny as shit that he put his Heisman Trophy between two Legos.
Yeah.
So Sam McCormick might be, or Cam McCormick might be the only person playing in the NCAA that was born in the 1900s. He's still playing. I'm serious. The dude's 26 years old.
The saddest part about that is when you say that, I actually want to say only 26. Like 9 years, 18. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is 26. Damn.
How old was crap. The guy that was quarterback for Florida State the year Tennessee beat him in the national championship? Wasn't he he won the Heisman that year? Why am I drawing a blank? He even coached at Tennessee for a couple of years as quarterback coach, but he was like 26 back in the day.
I remember a story that set back in like 2001. South Carolina had a player who was like 48 because he had gone to Vietnam, and then he came back to play to just go to school, and was just really good at, I think, just blocking. And so they put him on the team, and he kicked ass apparently. He was like 48 years old.
Chris Winky, that's who I was thinking.
Calipari had a player one time before he went to Kentucky. He was at Memphis, and he was 26. And they asked him, like, the last year before they went to the championship game, the Final Four, they said, "What are your goals?" And he said, "I want to graduate one day." Like he was 26.
Noble goal.
He was a known guy, but like he said, "My goal is to graduate one day." And I was like, "You're 26. You've been there like 7 years."
Yeah, you're old enough to rent a car and be off your parents' insurance.
Jeez,
get out of college. Get out of here.
Damn.
All right, guys, I'm heading out.
Yeah, boys.
All right, guys.
We'll wrap it up.
This fucking Lego
Great
set.
football day.
Hey, everybody
football
being
day.
here,
Yep.
I appreciate it. Caleb,
Absolutely.
John, Matt, thank y'all.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It's been good. Hopefully next weekend we do it again. It'll be a lesser game. Who's your team playing next week? Fill me in.
Kentucky. So it's going to be a good game.
Okay.
NC State. Wolfpack.
Tennessee State. All right.
NC State.
Oh, NC State.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In Charlotte.
That's a good one. Sean, who's
Notre Dame.
We're
Who's
playing
Notre Dame?
Northern Illinois, I think.
Northern Illinois?
Directional school.
Yeah.
I got you.
Keep it in
right.
the state. Keep that money in the state.
There you
It's
go.
okay.
Well,
I've got your
it's one
real
state
quick.
over, but
It was the fucking Cinderella Castle. That's what that Lego set is.
No better. That's no better.
Gotcha.
So the toughest of our teams, Caleb's team's got the toughest matchup.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yep.
Yeah.
If South Carolina comes out next week with a win, which right now I think is a very, very big question mark, I think this could be a decent season. If we don't, it's going to be a long year. You probably won't see a lot of me.
Yeah. Well, I want you on regardless because
I understand. It's going to depend on how late in the day that loss is.
we don't have to talk about your ball team, but we can. I like you being here to talk just college football as a whole. I think we had some good conversations tonight, guys. Y'all were awesome. I greatly appreciate y'all being here. Everyone in chat, everybody watching, everybody that is soon to be watching in the replay. Thank you. This is my second year doing this. First episode of the year. I'm excited to be back. I'm pumped for football again. Boy, it crept up on us. It felt like it took a while, but man, it was back on us again. We're back in the swing. We're back in the saddle. Another great year ahead of us, and I think the Dogs will go all the way. Again, I'll reiterate, we are going for the shocker, Pete, right? 1, 2, skip a year, we get that third. We are going for the shocker, Pete. I am going to make this a thing. We are going for the shocker, Pete, and they are separated.
Stop, Sean.
Just to make it clear.
It's 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink.
Oh my God!
That's right.
Real quick, Jim, what did you think of SEC on CBS this year? I just thought about it.
I don't care too much for their throwback music, but
I think
their broadcast and their teams, the announcers.
Yeah,
I think they're fine. They're
whole
great.
lot of Florida in those videos.
There is, right? There is.
Yeah, a lot of it.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, for anybody who missed my new intro, I'm very proud of it. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to play it again for the outro. But love y'all. Have a great night. Go Dogs. Let's enjoy some college football this year.
See ya.